Alright, so you don't have to have a microfiber towel on your hair. I just had one because I didn't want to get blue dye on my white shirt, but you might want to have one if you have long hair. It'll help to reduce the frizz. Also, the hair doesn't have to be soaking wet. It could be damp. We're going to go in with the leave-in conditioner. I just had this one packed, but as long as it has heat protection, you are golden. And oops, I actually forgot to section. So yep, we're going to try that again, but this time we'll remember to section the hair. So we can section the hair into 3 parts, and we can start by going where I'm pointing there on the sides of the temple, and then pushing our fingers back to meet together, kind of like in a horseshoe sectioning, like around the scalp. I'll usually only do 2 sections for my hair because I'm in a hurry and ain't nobody got time for that. But if you do have denser hair, 3 sections might give you like more even product distribution, but it's not a necessity. So I'm just going in here again with that leave-in conditioner because we're looking for the benefits of heat protection, but also for detangling benefits. Later, this lower half of the section, I'm going to go straight in with that Inner Sense curl cream. Use any defining hair product of your choosing that you like, just one that'll give you great hold for multiple wash days. And you'll see here, I'm not putting in that extra product in that section, like the additional product that I'm going to use for styling later on this video, because this part of the hair, the lower half, I actually don't want a lot of volume here. I'm mostly just looking for nice defined curls that stay flat. Okay, so this is technically the 3rd section. If you want, you can do a 3rd section from there. I'm like kind of gonna half do it, going in with, of course, more leave-in conditioner because the detangled part is really key, because when you brush style, you don't want to encounter any knots there in the future. So just, saturate thoroughly. And then of course, we're going to go in this section with that product I was talking about that you do want to use in this portion of your hair where you want all the volume to be. So I'm just doing this on the top half of my sectioned hair. And I want to put this foam closer to the roots, like kind of like towards the scalp, but not on the scalp, just like on the rootage of the hair, as Guy Tang would say. So you want to try to get all the areas. I'm just trying to get the area that I'm about to style at least, but putting on a little bit of extra never hurts anyone. So here I'm just making sure that the part that we put the volumizing mousse is just separate from the rest of the hair, as I'm going to show you 2 different ways that you can get volume in the hair depending on how much volume you want in your section. So that part that I'm top knotting there is usually where I put my hair part. Whoop, almost got my face there. I'm wasting so much leave-in trying to do this in a rush, but that is the order in which you want to proceed, is your detangling, heat protecting leave-in, and then proceed with your defining styling product of your choice. I have recently been converted to be a gel mousse girly. I like curl creams in the winter more generally. Curl creams are great for adding additional detangling as well, but that gel mousse product that I like, I've been converted to just because it's lightweight styling product with maximum hold. More to come on that. Anyways, okay, so I'm going in with the Denman brush, but you'll have your bounce curl brush, and I'm just making sure that there's no knots there. And then I do want to put a little bit of tension. You can do it at that 90 degree, but you do want to take thin sections of your hair in order to be able to distribute that product more evenly throughout the hair. And so yes, so you see here how I am ribboning the hair like I'm ribboning a Christmas gift, and I did do it 90 degrees from the scalp, and I'm still getting pretty decent root lift on that side. Now here where I have a flat part of my head, I do want to over direct the hair, not at the 90 degrees that you're seeing right here. No, that'll give me like mid volume. I want to over direct all the way past 90 degrees, like 45 degrees, or like, whoa, look at how much lift I got there. 100, wait, it wouldn't be 45 degrees. Wouldn't it be like 130, 100? I guess it depends where your angle is going from, but just over direct in the opposite direction that your hair is going to lay is the best explanation that I have for that. So on your brush, those white bristles will be the boar, or I guess not actual boar because it's a vegan brush, but like boar styled brush bristles will like, so I'm just saying over direct again past the 90 degrees. But they basically, what they're going to do is they're going to evenly distribute the product, and they're also going to smooth out all the hair. So then any frizzy parts just like become part of that curl clump. And then the edge of your brush is then what separates those curl clumps into smaller little ringlets. So since you have the volume maximizing version of this brush, this also may be a reason why you want to take smaller sections of your hair. So not big chunks of sections, I'm saying here. You want small sections of your hair because the product will hold more evenly. So yeah, I'm just adding more here of the foam at the roots. A little extra product never hurts, especially for that flat portion of my head, and just proceeding with the curl cream. And so the reason why you want to make sure that your sections are small is so you get smaller frizz-free curl clumps. And then more of those separate curls will make it look like you have more hair because all those ringlets will stack up on each other, and then like you literally look like you have more hair based on that. And so the key to getting that volume is to make sure that when you are putting the bristles through, so for me, those white part of the bristles will smooth the hair down, but then the side of the bounce curl brush, so see how I rev, I'm trying to get the corner. What the edge for me is like nothing's going on the bounce curl brush, that edge is like ridged, and so that's how you get the separate curl clumps. So you have to make sure that you push forward, rev, and like do that flicking wrist motion, like as if you are. Have you ridden a motorcycle before? Have you like revved up a motorcycle? That's the motion that's going on. So once again, over direct and then rev. Like you're revving that motorcycle. Flip that wrist back. Once again, you just want to smooth each individual strand with the boar bristles, and then use that edge of your bounce curl brush to like separate those curl clumps. So see right there, my edge of the Denman is not doing anything. There's no ridges. So yeah, just showing you here over direct and then a little bit of tension and then rev. Okay. Or curling, I think maybe curling a ribbon with scissors, like that motion, that might be relatable experience for you. So I'm just showing you, especially close to the crown of the head, you do want to over direct because the crown of the head is where you want that max volume. And I do have proof here of how doing this on the crown of the head. Look how much lift I have on the right side of my head. You can already see that root lift like acting in place due to how we've styled it. But I'll be back. I have to get I grabbed my sister's ear wrap to help us accomplish that. And we do want to dry the hair because if you let it air dry, it might just dry flat, and we don't want that. We want to set the hair in place dry. This is the ear wrap that I so generously gifted my sister one Christmas because I am such an amazing curl friend, as you can now attest to as well. So I notice how I'm not moving the diffuser. I am going to hold it there for at least 7 seconds. This basically ensures that definition that we want from the mids to ends stay in place. Because if you do kind of like switch the hair around and don't wait those 7 seconds that I'm counting for right now, you do encourage frizz from the mids to end because like the hair is like moving around in the bowl more, whereas if you actually have it stay in place, then that doesn't happen. But I understand a lot of people are in a hurry, and that's why I'm showing you the way people typically diffuse, people who have things to do and shower in the morning and are in a rush. This is how you'll dry your hair, and you'll get so much frizz, it'll make it big and puffy. So if you don't mind that, like you will see part of the left side of my hair did dry frizzier because as I was drying it, I was doing exactly the motions that you see here, where I just don't wait those 7 seconds and I just move around the diffuser because I'm focused on drying the most surface area of my hair. So what I'm demonstrating for you here is how you may want to flip your hair forward to maximize that volume on the top front of your hair. It encourages the hair setting in that over direction that we were talking about. And then basically what happens is you are going to force the hair to push back in the direction that you wanted. And since your hair is fighting the fact that it's set in this over direction, when you flip it, and then the rest of the weight of your hair will hold it down in the direction you actually want it to go, that's what's going to create all the lift and volume at the roots. I am drilling those 7 seconds home, but am I going to fix my camera so then you no longer look at this piece of paper towel? Yes, I did. Okay, great. So here, since it is the back part of my hair where I actually don't want to put a lot of volume in, I'm styling more for that definition. I'm just trying to hold the diffuser like at the scalp because I don't want the volume there. So then like I just hold it and then the curls don't frizz up. Do you guys want like a mini review on this Innocence cream that I has sampled? It's pretty good. It's like very hydrating. So I think I will use it in the winters when I usually do for a curl cream. But that's when I get through all my other volumes and volumes of hair products because I am a product fiend as well. But I am trying to change now. And you can join me on documenting that change. So one of the key parts to the diffusing is to set it. So I was styling in the max heat to get my hair as dry as fast as possible. But now we're doing like the cool shot technique or just the cool setting on your hair dryer. Heat is one of the things that changes the bonds in your hair. So when you move it to cool, that's how you actually get the hair to set in place, and we are set up, more importantly, for the rest of the week or however many days that you go in between hair washes. Whew, okay, so let's take a look. All right, you can see crazy volume already on my right hand side, and if I push it back, that's what I was telling you, like pushing the hair back in the direction you actually want it to go will just get that root lift up and straight. But even in the part of my hair that is flatter, with this product, the foaming product, you just have to zhuzh it up, shake the hair a little bit at the root, and then that creates the frizz without the frizziness being on top. The frizz is underneath, and then boom, you get that volume. Oh my God, this is usually my hair, how it looks like in the second or third day if I style for definition instead. And I got it first day with this product. Amazing! Enjoy!